Hello, my crafty friends. I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd go ahead and come on a couple of minutes early so I can say hi to people, because once we get started, it's hard to read chat too much, and definitely don't have time to say hi to everybody. Um, but I'll try to read it and answer questions. So, hi Dar, hi Mina. I'm glad you're here. Hi April and Brittany and Lori and Cheryl. I'm glad you're all here. We're talking about mini books, and it has been really interesting. I've enjoyed everybody's take on the mini books. Hi Patty, hi Angie, hi Beth, hi Martha, hi Candy. I'm glad you're all here. Hi Michelle, hi Joan. It's one reason I like to come on a couple minutes early so I can actually say hi to people. Oh, hi Beverly. I'm glad you're here. I know all of these are not mini, but we're going to talk some about what is mini. Hi Tanya. I'm glad you get to watch. I'm looking forward to going thrift store shopping with you tomorrow. I hope we find good stuff. Hi Elvis. I'm glad you're here. Hi Mary Lou. Hi Renee. Well, I started a couple of projects today. One of the things Tanya brought me when in one of the boxes she brought was some wool that she had bought. I don't know, how long did you say you bought that wool, Tanya? Uh, it was a long time ago. Anyway, it it was I washed some of it today, and I think it washed up pretty nice. So that was fun to get to do that. 36 years. This is a 36-year-old fleece that I washed today. It wasn't a huge fleece. It was not too, it probably takes up the size of my table, laying out on the drying rack, um but keeping it in the grease like that, it kind of protected it. So that's really cool. So it's been fun. Okay, it's 10 after. So we're going to talk a little bit about what is a mini book. And I think that depends on your point of view. If if all of your journals are like this, then this and this might not really be mini to you. They'll be small, but they might not be considered mini. But if you're used to working in stuff like this, okay, here's a composition book. This is a mini composition book. So these would probably be mini journals to you. And if you're used to working, like this one's pretty tall. So those would be mini. Let me move these out of the way. To me, this is a small journal, but it's not a mini journal. And it's a cute little journal. It's a small junk journal that I made, and I was going to give it to somebody, and then I noticed some of the pages were upside down. And if you watched me very long, you know I don't like that. And so I didn't give it to him. I just kept it, but I haven't done anything with it. I could just take those pages out and play in it, but I haven't yet. Maybe I will. But this is a mini composition book. So far, all I've done to it is dye it with avocado. And so it's ready to do something in. I just haven't yet. But you can make little collages or whatever in here, which is cool. Hi, Dana. Hi, Kiesha. Um, and so, that's a mini journal. That's a mini book. This is a mini book, and this is one of the ones that Tanya and I did. This is our Dosey Dosey Do book, and it's a mini book. It's very small, and it's got I got it upside down. Yeah, see, I stamped on the back too, and so that confuses me. And I covered this one in leather, and it's got 3 little signatures in it, and I've done some little miniature collages in it. See, like that. And then over here, So I consider this one a mini book. And I had it 2 ties come around because it, ties from 2 directions. So that's how I'm holding that one shut. This is also a mini book that I made with Brittany wouldn't mind upside down pages. Okay, Brittany. Let me just write that down. I've held on to this book a long time. Maybe it's time I'll just let it go. There we go. This is one I made out of paint chips. And these are the size the paint chips were. And I just kind of mixed them in. So some of them are smaller. But I'm making stamp collages where the focal point of these collages is stamps. And that's been fun. I haven't done any of these in a while. I need to do some more because I have a lot of stamps. But I love this little mini journal. And then this is one I made. And I think this is one that Tanya and I made where we had the accordion pages. I don't know if y'all remember that. But then we put little bits of jelly prints on them and doodled to make our art in these little mini books. And I've got this one upside down. It says, "Take the risk." So I made this into a little mini art book. I think this is one of my favorite mini books because it's got little pieces of art in it, which I think is wonderful. Hi, Laura. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Kathleen. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Michelle, I'm glad y'all are here. So that's a really fun little book. And then when we were doing our journal pantry stuff, I made a bunch of mini books. Here's one made. This was an envelope that I got Happy Mail in. And I just put little pages in it. Made a little mini journal to go inside a journal. Here's one that I actually made tie shut out of a map page. And some little mini pages inside. This was actually a scrapbooking paper that looks like a map page. And so it, it ties shut. And I think I had one of those wrapped around another time. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And here's a little itty bitty teeny tiny one. And I used some scrapbook paper, wallpaper, avocado dyed paper, painty paper. So, and then here's another mini one that I made with a tie to tie it shut. So, isn't that cute? I mean, these are just adorable. I haven't done anything in them. I just made them because they're cute. And we made them to fill up our journal pantry. So I have a box of them. I have another box that has some that are bigger than these. But these are the mini ones. And this one I used a brad to shut it. So that's fun. And this one is a mini book, but it's long. Oops, upside down. It's the same thing. You just put whatever kind of papers you like in them. And let's see, this is another long one. They are cute, aren't they? I love the tiny, tiny little books. And then these are fun, you can tuck them in Happy Mail or just tuck them in a journal in a pocket. See, in this one I had papers that I just stacked like that. So the pages aren't all the same size. And this one has a little flip out. All the things you would do in a big journal, you can do in a little one. And then here's another one of those that, I made like these other ones. So there's a bunch of examples of mini books that I've made. And I've got some stuff out here. I thought we would make one. And this is a cuff off of a shirt. But it's really pretty shiny fabric and it's got beadwork on it. And then a pretty button. And I thought it would be fun to turn this into a journal cover and make a little mini book inside it. So that's what I'm planning to do. And I just tore my fingernail, and it's going to really be a problem. So I'm going to just take it off, and we're going to keep going. Hi, Meri. And on the schedule, it says that Shelly's going to be on next. She is not going to be on. And she would like your prayers for her father-in-law. I'm not going to say any more than that. Just lift him up in prayer and lift Shelly and her husband up in prayer. But she's not coming on, and Mary's going to come on after me instead of Shelly. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a little book out of this. Okay. So now this is going to stick out. See, it's not going to be flush, but I think that's okay. I think that just kind of adds to the charm. So we're just going to be happy with that. Now I've got a whole bunch of different papers, and we could use all of these. I'm going to start with this one so I can make a page that will work, and then we'll make all the rest of the pages about the same size. Okay. So let's put that in there. And see, that's about the right size to go inside it. And so let's make some more pages that are this size. Now I've got some avocado dyed paper here that's not, it doesn't have any lines on it. So we'll use one of those too. One thing about mini books is you don't want to put too many pages in them because they get fat real fast. And here's some just coffee dyed paper. So we'll do that too. And this one's not quite as tall, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's like a little miniature junk journal, so the pages don't all have to be the same. And here's some Braille paper, so we'll put that in there. Okay, let's see. All right. And I'm just going to put one of each kind of paper in it because we're still going to not have room for all the papers I've got here, even if we just do one of each kind. Hi, Jane. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Holly. I'm glad you're here. I hope I haven't missed anybody, but if I have, please know I'm happy that you're here. Oh, and here's a jelly print. So we're going to put that in there. We're just having fun with it. Not worrying about it too much. I do want, some different kinds of papers in here. So, oh, let's see. I think I like it that way. Let's do it that way. And we'll just fold that one in half and stick it in there. And here's some of my marbled paper. That will work too. Thanks, Mary. I was getting out scraps. The first thing I did was look for scraps for a mini book, and the cuff just was sitting in there, and I thought, oh, perfect. Perfect. I didn't know how else I was going to use it, so it might as well get used this way. And let's do some of these before we run out of space. Oh, I kind of like the horse and carriage in there, so let's put that part in there. Okay. Let's make sure that it's going to fit. After a while, you can kind of eyeball the papers and know if you're doing a good job with them or not. Oh, thank you, Tanya. So let's do some matte paper. Come on. And we've already done one of these. Oh, let's do some of this. What do you call that? Oh, Elizabeth, Edith Holden. Edith Holden. Let's use a little bit of the Edith Holden page. I got a bunch of stuff in here that I got extras of because I didn't know. We got a lot of pages already. Let's do, oh, I want to do this because that's fun. Okay, that one's crooked, but we're not going to worry about it. It can be crooked. Oh, thank you, Laura. You're sweet. Yeah, I would love for you to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I would. Okay, we're going to cut both of these at the same time. We're going to be adventurous. Woohoo! Can we do it? Okay, that ought to be plenty. That ought to be plenty of papers. Okay, we're just going to stack them up. Come on. Don't want to open. I'm going to save that one for the middle because it's real sturdy and so it'll sew nicely in the middle. Oh, we need to put it right side up. Don't like my pages upside down. Okay, that one sticks out. So we're going to move it back here. And this one too. Okay, this isn't going to be a pretty fat little book, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So here's our signature. And we're going to put it right in here. And we're going to sew our little book together. So I think that's going to work good. Okay, let's see. Let's find that middle page. There it is. And I'm going to use the clamp because I have to use clamps or it doesn't work for me. Some people are good at getting by without them, but I'm not one of those people. That one's really huge. We don't need one that big. Okay. Now I've got here, I've got this thread and it just was already threaded. So that's why I'm going to use this thread. It's, it'll show up. It's a pale blue, but it'll be fine. And, I'm just going to do 2 holes for this one. Going through that fabric is, uh-oh, we don't want to go through that piece. There we go. So we're going to start out here and come inside and go out here. Then we're going to go down and take in the inside. Tanya taught me how to do it this way, and it works really well, especially when you're not putting a whole bunch of stitches in it. If I can get my thing to go there. I don't want to split that thread. Okay, there we go. Let's take these off because I can tie it easier that way. And then we're going to tie it right up here at the top. There we go. And now we've got some long threads hanging down there because we might want to put beads or something on it. I don't know. We might want to. And then here's our little book. Hi, Cindy. I'm so glad to see you. Now, this cuff has, you know, it's open like this. So you could, if you wanted to, you could just do some hand stitching right here and sew the bottom shut and then make these into pockets if you wanted to. Or we could hand stitch all the way around, and it would have been better to do that before we bound it, but I didn't think of it until after I'd already bound it. We can hand stitch around it and this stitch that shut. I think I want to do that. And this has a little bit of lime green right there. So I'm going to see if I can find some that color. I think that stuff that Tanya brought me that we showed everybody. Yeah, there we go. Has some of the right color in it. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Okay, go get set up. I may not get finished with the stitching, but I at least got the book made before it's time to get off. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to make it kind of long because I want it doubled. Come on. Those scissors were not made to cut that. And I want it doubled thick so it really shows up. Oh, thank you so much, Deanie. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so I'm just going to do it like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put a knot in this end because we're doing this, you know, for decoration. Now I'm going to cut it. Well, that didn't work too well. I thought it would be better if I held on to it from both ends. But anyway. And then we're going to let it, this kind of hang off. I think right here. So that's where we're going to start. And this has to go through a lot up here on the top. Maybe we'll go down lower. I don't want to have to go through all that fabric and do all that work pulling through there. So, oh, thank you, Diana. It's stuck. Come on. Okay. Have to get out the big guns here. Okay, so we just go ahead and start by putting a I think when we get beyond this top part where there's a extra thicknesses, it'll be okay. Okay, come on. Uh-oh. Don't come out. Don't come out. I don't want to have to rethread it. All the different papers are so nice. Thank you, Diana. That's the fun thing for me about junk journals is all those papers. Boy. Okay. I probably should not have used it doubled because it's not wanting to stay. It's not wanting to come through with double thread. But we're going to persevere until I run out of time. Okay. Now then, Good grief. No, this needle is bad. Okay, obviously we're going to have to get a new needle. I broke the needle. That's how hard this is. Okay. It's just too fat of a needle. It's not, this really isn't that thick of a fabric. I mean, it's kind of a silky fabric, but anyway, let me get another needle. Okay, there we go. Let's get this. It's got a sharp point. It's this end. It's the other end that didn't want to come through the fabric. And I'm not sure why that is. Anyway, we will go to one that is my favorite one. Surely it'll work better. There we go. I think it's the double thread that's really the problem. That is, maybe I should not, maybe I should give up on this, huh? Because that's kind of ridiculous. But I've got 6 more minutes. We'll see if we can get it done in 6 more minutes with having to pull it through with the pliers every single time. I thought this was going to be a little quick thing, you know. Never give up. That's right, Brittany. That's right. Never give up. Come on. I'm going to tear up all my papers just trying to get this done here. Okay. We got a knot in it somehow. If Hannah was doing this, it'd probably be a lot easier for her. She's a much better hand stitcher than I am. But she's not out here to help me, so. Okay. I'm going to go down here and up and then back down because I want to be able to get that stitch underneath that part that sticks out so that it won't be tacked down. It can stay sticking out like that. So there's what it looks like right now. Well, thank you, Julie. Oh, Laura, you're funny. Well, maybe if I just do one at a time and don't try to be in a hurry, maybe that's what I need to do. My fingers slide off too. That doesn't help. There we go again. There we go again. Laugh or cry, right? So we have to laugh. Because crying is no fun. Okay, what am I doing here? This thread is saying, you know, I'm getting kind of tired. I'm getting kind of tired, Lisa. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to make it, I think. Got 3 more minutes. Can I do it in 3 more minutes? I think I'm going to make it. Thanks, Cindy. Woo! Well, I got it through, but I lost my needle again. Now, see, if I had just put it through once and tied the end, then I would only be having to pull it through, but I could still do double. And so that was my bad. If I had done that, I would be having a lot easier time with it because I wouldn't be pulling 4 threads through. So do it that way if you're going to do it. Don't do what I did. Do what you should do. You could still get the double threads, which is what I wanted, and not have to pull 4 threads through. Yeah, we're going to Meri's in just a few minutes. I only have 1 minute left, so I may not make it. Just about 5 stitches left, so. Do what she says, not what she did. That's right. It's like my mother used to tell me, do what I mean and not what I say. She would tell me to go find this or that, and she'd say, go get that such and such out of the refrigerator or put it in the refrigerator. And what she meant was put it in the dirty clothes. She told me that once with a dish towel. So I stuck it in the refrigerator, and she didn't think it was very funny. Do what I mean and not what I say. You know where I meant for you to put it. Yes, I did. Okay, we're going to stop right here. And we're going to tie this off. And I think I'm going to tie it with these. No. Yeah, I think I'm going to. No, I'm going to bring it over there and tie it with those so that it can be kind of a little tassel with them. Okay. We're going to come over here and then come up right by that tassel. And that's the last time we're going to have to pull that through. So, yay. Let's go ahead and cut that. I've beat it up enough. Thank y'all. I'm going to tie this off and we're going to call it done here. Okay. There's our little book. I didn't get a closure for it, but that's okay. And one thing you could do easily is just wrap some thread around it. Because it's got that button already there. I'm going to do that real quick. Make sure it's not time. It's not time for Meri to start yet, so I got a second. I'm running a little late, but I got a second. So I'm going to take this around here and tie a knot. And then we can take this like this. We can even go a second time, I think. And then down there like that. And there's our little book with our tassel tucked in behind. Let's do that. All right, there you go. Thank y'all for coming. God bless you. Have a good night. I'll see you over at Meri's.